Hey guys, Manly Dogs here, and I'm here with another Halo Infinite video for you because there's always a lot of news going on in Halo Infinite, right? There's always something that's happening, something that's changing, and today, or yesterday actually, we got a tweet from the community manager at 343, John Jungsky. I don't know if I said that right, but basically, if you didn't know, they changed the XP progression system in a little bit of a way where now every day for your first game you get 300 XP, your second game you get 200 XP, your third game you get another 200 XP, your fourth and fifth 100, oh, and your sixth 100, and then your seventh you max out and you're getting 50 XP. He said, when we made our initial changes to progression, which added daily play one game challenges, updated weekly challenges, and doubled the duration of 2x XP boost, we promised that we'd monitor the data and make additional changes if needed. Now it's time to follow up on that. We believe this increase will help address the slower initial payouts while also benefiting those of you jumping on each and every day. We know many of you want even larger changes, and we're committed to doing so, but those will take time. We made this update based on data and player feedback, and we'll monitor the impact after we push it live tomorrow morning. As always, keep sharing your feedback. Now, that's a great start, I think, to a bigger issue that we do have to talk about, and that's the fact that progression, of course, it doesn't feel good right now. It just doesn't, and it's for a couple of reasons why, and it's initially because your progression is only tied to your battle pass, for one, so you're inherently already engaging in what is a monetary value, right? And when you get into a game, you don't want to feel that. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, this game is waiting for me to spend the dollar. I remember on one of the Assassin's Creeds, whichever one had the first monetization system. There's a good teabag, by the way, in the clip. But, excuse me. But I remember in one of the Assassin's Creed when they first implemented the time saver microtransactions, I was like, wait, why is this here? Doesn't that devalue my hard work as a player, that someone can just time skip? And of course, obviously, I've stopped thinking that these days, but it added this weird monetary value. And I get it, the game is free, but don't inherently and quickly make your systems so built around the microtransactions, if that makes sense. I think that's dangerous, and it makes players who have stuck with you, and especially when in the Master Chief Collection you already have a better progression system, it feels like you're taking advantage of us. And we don't, as a lover of Halo, I don't want that, and I don't think you guys want that. And maybe that's like an emotional beat on my part, and I need to like separate myself from that. But I love Halo, and I didn't play too much of Halo 4 or 5 really. I played more of 5 really, but this Halo feels like a return to form, and I want it to succeed. And of course, this comes with the changes that are happening, and they said they're making bigger changes, which is good. But we need to now realize that now you have a system where we're gonna finish the battle pass way before May. So what do you do next, 343? Are they souping up to prepare us for a ranking system? Is that what's gonna happen? That if you grind out and finish your battle passes early enough, you're able to engage in this ranking system already? Or what's gonna happen? They're already kind of stifling your progression by, if you know, in the event, and we'll do another video on this, and I talked about it in my review. I was worried about it on my previous video. You only were able to level up 7 times in the battle pass, or in the event reward, which is weird. And you're only gonna be able to level up another 7 times, and then another 7 times until you finish the pass. It's fine. It kind of engages in FOMO tactics, even though 343 said they wouldn't do that. But it doesn't feel good. Just don't show me the rest of the event pass if I'm only able to level up 7 times. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm thinking. But all these woes, all these progression issues and these XP and feel issues. Personally, you know, I can sit here and complain, and while you may be thinking as a viewer, well, what can 343 do better than? What do you recommend? If you're the end all, if you can decide who fixes what, you know? And I think you should maybe make the customization feel less restrictive. I think if you maybe change that armor can be placed on any Spartan at any time, maybe make some silly we're able to make some like silly looking Spartans. And maybe if you open up that armor core system to where, or the not the armor core, the armor coding system to where we can add some layers and palettes, I think that for me goes a long way in also making the progression feel better, because now you open up the customization to 100 more options. I don't know why that is the case. They tied it to armor cores. I had a theory that they wanted the armor hall to feel like you're Iron Man or Tony Stark picking out a suit of armor for an objective, like a mission. Oh, this is the armor I run for this. This is the armor I run for this. Blah blah blah. This, because eventually you're gonna have what, like 10 different armors or whatever. But it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? Yeah, and or maybe they wanted like beautiful Spartans. They didn't want like ugly Spartans, and they're like, no, you can only do this and customize this. But opening up that customization and then combining with that progression will go a long way, I think, with the community and the player base, because as we know, Twitter, Reddit, the entirety of the Halo community is busting 343's balls, as they should, because guess what? And people are like, it's a free game, you know, but just don't play it. No, okay? 343 had the balls to release this game early, and they had the balls to do flights and all these things like that. You got feedback from this. You did. And how did you not change it? Is it Microsoft making these decisions? I don't know. I hate getting emotional about it, but I love this game. I'm loving Halo Infinite. I cannot put it down. I cannot stop playing it. It's one of the best shooters I've played since Apex, and I want this to reach the pinnacle of what it can be. Obviously, it's going to take time. We got 10 years with this game, right? Let's see what happens. So with that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me, you know, what do you think 343 can do further to change the progression system and make the game feel better between matches? Thank you. Have a good one.